Hello everyone, my name is Hüseyin Karaca. I am a second year electrical engineering student at Middle East Technical University. I am also an undergraduate researcher at Communication Networks Research Group. My advisor is Professor Dr. Elif Uysal. This video is prepared to report what has been done in the scope of EEE Star 2022 program and to introduce the age-aware LoRa idea. Here is my outline. I will first summarize my summer research outcomes. I studied queuing, random access, and age of information. Then I will explain the basic properties of LoRa and LoRaWAN. And finally, I will talk about age-aware LoRa idea, specifically our ring tracking with LoRa project. Here is our team. Our team, LoRa Fresh, consists of 2 graduate and 3 undergraduate students, Orhan Tahir Yavaşcan and Ömer Gençay, our master's students, Mutlu Ahmetoğlu, Semanur Avşar and me are the undergraduate students. Let's continue with the summer research phase, which forms a theoretical basis for my future work, because it's very important for me. I started with studying data networks book by Bertsekas and Gallagher, specifically chapter 3 and 4. Chapter 3, I learned the derivations of Little's theorem and Pollaczek-Kinchin formula, and main properties of MM1, MMM, and MG1, maybe MG1 with vocations queues. Then I used this information to build a probabilistic analysis of slotted aloha, which is the underlying technology of LoRa, one of the underlying technologies, of course. Slotted aloha system consists of total of M nodes and 1 common access point. These M nodes trying to send messages to this access point, but if more than 1 node tries to transmit, a collision occurs, and it's a problem because when a collision occurs, access point cannot distinguish one transmission to each other. That's why we don't want collisions to occur. In order to do this, we developed different mechanisms. One of them is pseudo-Bayesian stabilization. You can see the formula on the screen. Then I started studying age of information. It was maybe the most important one because it is the metric that measures the timeliness of transmissions. The age awareness comes from this metric. We are trying to minimize age of information. We will try, of course, in our future work. You can see a basic plot of age of information and formal definition, but unfortunately, calculating age of information is not that trivial usually, because you don't know the transmission pattern, the success probability, they all change. But it's this. Let's continue with LoRa. LoRa is a physical layer modulation technique patented by Semtech company. It stands for long range, and it uses chirp spread spectrum. We can say that chirp spread spectrum is maybe the main difference of LoRa, because by using CSS, it can send data to long ranges, and LoRa gateways can hear from different spreading factors at the same time. It's a very important property. And another property of LoRa is that their installation and deployment are much more easy than any other technology. They are very cheap. You can see one of LoRa modules on the screen. Their costs are also lower. You can see a basic comparison table of LoRa with other communication technologies. For example, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth technologies offers high bandwidth with low power consumption, but they cannot send data to long ranges. Cellular technology is very important for mission-critical outdoor use. It offers long range and high bandwidth, but at this time, it consumes a lot of power. And at this point, LoRa stands for, LoRa comes out. It's very low power consumer, and it can send their data to long ranges. But of course, it has another dark side. Its bandwidth is lower than Wi-Fi and cellular. LoRaWAN indicates the system architecture, the communication protocol side of LoRa. It uses star-type architecture. It means nodes cannot send data to each other. They should send their data to gateway first. Gateways can internet access, so they forward the LoRa messages to the server. It uses Aloha type random access. The communication between nodes and LoRa gateways are nothing but basic Aloha type random access. The nodes are not gateways, and nodes are not have one-to-one relationship. It means one node can be heard by more than one gateway. It eases to increase network capacity. You don't need to build base stations everywhere, because one gateway will solve the problem. And also, LoRaWAN operates in ISM band. ISM band is a free frequency band. I think it's very important because by using ISM band, someone don't need to pay lots of money to internet service providers. It's free, everyone can use, but of course, there are some regulations, such as duty cycle. You should be careful. I said LoRaWAN uses different classes. It's made by to make a balance between downlink latency and energy efficiency. Class A devices transmits and then opens downlink channel for two different time periods. Class B do the job of Class A in more synchronous way. It guarantees to capture downlink messages, but it consumes much more energy due to the synchronization. Class C is known as always listening class. It transmits one period of time, and except this period, also it always listens. You can see our let's continue with our work, our LoRa nodes and LoRa gateway. You can see our nodes at the left-hand side. Each node has different sensor on it. And you can see our gateway. Gateway's processor and LoRa module is more powerful than the nodes. And of course, its antenna is much more powerful than the nodes. I mean higher radiation density and higher effective length by saying powerful. We made a lot of tests using these nodes. At this photo, you can see a picture, a photo of me while doing tests inside the METU campus. I was in A7 gate with a LoRa node, and my friends Semanur and Mutlu are at the top of the MM building. They were controlling the packages, and we can say that maybe the most far point of campus, 1600 meters, we could receive lossless packages. We also perform experiments at Kızılay Square. You can see another picture of me while doing tests in front of the Ministry of Justice. I was here, and my friends Mutlu, Semanur, and Orhan was at the top of the Soysal Bazaar. It almost 450 meters, and we also obtain lossless packets from this distance. We performed these experiments in order to understand the behavior of LoRa nodes, and of course our nodes, the most important part. We created these nodes at our IoT lab. So even if it seems basic, they were important experiments. We were mostly satisfied with qualitative results, so I didn't give the numerical results here, but you can see our technical report in order to numerical results. And I also want to mention about our ring tracking project. We couldn't achieve this yet, but it's our main goal. We are trying to track METU rings with LoRa nodes. Our plan is locate a LoRa node, maybe more than one LoRa node, to overcome the duty cycle. And these LoRa nodes will transmit their GPS sensor data to the gateways that will locate in the campus with regular intervals. And from the gateways, they will send our data to cloud server. And we use this cloud server data to in our ring tracking application. Ömer actually wrote an API program for this tracking application. You can see also this in my technical report. To conclude, I can say that so far I learned probability and use this probability knowledge to build much more complex mathematical theories such as queuing and random access. These theories are the underlying technologies of LoRa and LoRaWAN. My future goal is implement age-aware LoRa and use this age-aware LoRa to in different applications. Thank you for listening. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to contact me via email. Here is my email address. And also you can take a look at my technical reports. Here is the link. Thank you.